Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lorena and today I am sharing with you a warm-up including some conditioning to help us improve our flexibility and improve our leg strength, particularly straight legs drill and some handstand conditioning as well. Enjoy! If you end up enjoying this little warm-up and conditioning video, remember you can click on the like and share with your family and friends. Also, you can subscribe to my channel for free if you haven't done it already. And if you click on the bell, you will be notified when a new video becomes available. Enjoy! We are starting our warm-up in a crouch position with our knees bent and our heels off the floor, feet and knees together, hands flat on the floor. So you're going to bounce 3 times and straighten your legs so you are in a pike position for a split second. You are then going to repeat this process, so bend your knees and bounce 3 times. On the third one, straighten your legs and aim to press your heels down. Repeat this process. Keep doing it until you start feeling a little bit of a burn in your legs. Okay, so this is the first exercise for your warm-up. Do it long enough to feel the benefits and to start feeling the burn in your legs. Exercise number 2 of this warm-up is a shoulder stand into a deck squat. So you will have your feet and knees together. You're going to roll on your back and drive your legs up in order to make a straight line between your feet and your shoulders and your hips, of course. So you're going to really squeeze your legs together, squeeze your backside and engage your tummy muscles. To come out of this position and into a deck squat, you're going to bend your knees into your chest, roll onto your spine, tuck your heels close to your backside and lean forward to stand up. To make this more challenging, you're going to do it without using your hands on the floor. To make it a little bit easier, you might want to have a gap between your feet just so that you can stand up from the squat position. Our next exercise is going to be hold the shoulder stand position and work on some leg scissors. So we are aiming to keep both legs absolutely straight, using our tummy muscles to maintain a straight line with the leg that is up towards the ceiling, and aim to touch the floor with the toes of the leg that we are bringing towards the floor. We are now going to spend some time mobilizing our hips, so you will be in your all fours, hands and knees on the floor, and we're going to do some bent knees, hip circles. So you will lift one knee off the floor and start making circles, trying to keep your body nice and square the whole time. So you're going to avoid twisting or shifting the weight, try to stay nice and square, and aim to bring your knee into your chest, out to the side and up towards the ceiling in one direction and then the other direction. Aim for 10 circles in each direction per leg. Remember, if this is going too fast for you, you can pause the video and make sure you complete your reps, or you can also go back and listen to the instructions again. Our next exercise is a seated pike leg raises. So you will sit with your legs in front of you, nice and straight, and together you're going to place your hands on the floor with both legs between your forearms. Aim to have all your fingertips touching the floor. I will let you lift your palms off the floor like I'm doing, and we will work on single leg raises for 20 repetitions per leg. Aim to keep your chest reaching forward, so you will create a hollow shape of your spine, and keep lifting your legs up as straight as possible and as high as possible. For this exercise, we are compressing the floor with our fingertips, and we are also working and conditioning our leg muscles. So you might feel your quads and hip flexors and abdominals working quite hard here. That would be normal. Next, we are working on some rollbacks, keeping our legs straight into a V-sit hold. Try to balance and keep your legs super straight for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, you can bring your legs down towards the floor with control and reach forward with your arms in order to do a pike reach. Stretch your legs nicely and repeat this process a few times. So here you will notice we are aiming to keep our legs straight the whole time. This is a very challenging exercise for most people, and just we are trying to close the gap between our chest and our thighs using strength in that V-sit balance position. Next, we are going to straddle our legs and stretch our inner thighs. So this should feel rather nice at this point as well. Aim to have your knees pointed up towards the ceiling, stretch your toes away from your shins. Just settle down in this position. Take your time. See if you can manage to lower your chest down towards the floor. Aim to really lengthen your spine here if possible. Okay, so you want to keep the tension in your legs and keep your legs turned out. We are now going to take a little stretch to the side, so side bending. We should be able to keep the chest nice and open and reach over the head with the arm and feeling the stretch towards the side of the body. Just take some deep breaths here, and again, give yourself a chance to benefit from stretching in this position. I also like to massage my legs, so it feels quite nice. And you can bring your legs together, and we're going to spend a few seconds mobilizing our wrists in all fours. So I'm just making some circles with my shoulders around my wrists, because our next exercise coming up is going to be some kick up to handstand. Again, we have conditioned our legs so far and we have stretched. Next, we are going to stretch our shoulders, so the front of our shoulders. So I have my hands behind my hips, feet in front, knees bent, and I'm just going to move my knees and hips forward and back, and just keeping my arms straight, making sure I am stretching my shoulders and not my elbows. My palms are flat on the floor, and I'm going to change this now to a hip extension, so reverse tabletop into a knee shift. Again, your intention is to stretch the front of your shoulders just to prepare for your handstands coming up next. Okay, make sure you are keeping that stretch in the front of your shoulders, mobilizing your shoulders, not your elbows. And then I am going to just hold a shoulder extension position and do some leg raises from here. So again, this is harder than it looks in terms of it feels really difficult to lift those legs off the floor when you first start doing this exercise. It almost feels impossible. But actually, if you squeeze your legs tight together and really engage your tummy muscles, it is possible to lift your legs off the floor. But it is challenging. Again, just make sure you hold the stretch for your shoulders, not your elbows. And if you can't raise your legs, don't worry about it. Just keep your legs on the floor. To come out of this position, bend your knees, shift your hips towards your hands, and come out of the stretch safely. Your next exercise is going to be some leg raises from hanging. So if you have access to a bar or a ladder like I am doing now, then you are going to go and use it now. So we're going to do 5 toes to bar, keeping our legs as straight as possible. This is getting harder at this point. And then we're going to do 10 hanging and leg lifts to horizontal, and with as little rest in between as possible. Here I am making it more challenging with the crash mat, so just to open up my shoulders a little bit more. Next, we have some extension work. So we are going to face the ladder, or you could again do this using a normal bar from hanging. So we're going to try to arch back and using the back chain of the body. You're going to have to really squeeze your leg muscles and drive from your heels to lift up and create a big arch, if possible, times 10. And we are ready to go. So our next exercise is going to be 8 to 10 kick up to handstand, and see if we can manage to balance for a bit. Take your time with it. If you don't feel comfortable freestanding, you can obviously do this in front of the wall. Just make sure you keep safe. Okay, so I'm going from a standing kick position, reaching forward with my hands, kicking one leg up and joining my legs up in the air. Just seeing if I can manage to balance for a few seconds. Well done, and hopefully you feel the benefits of doing this warm-up and conditioning for your legs immediately. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon again. Bye for now.